5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's put our living stereo stylus in this groove.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 4 of Operation Launch. I'm Dustin Kane, and with me is Chris Gramlich. So far, it's been fun. We've opened up, or we're in the process of opening up our Amazon Seller Central account, and we've done a little bit of product research, but we're really going to dig in a lot more on the product research today, sort of go over the methodology that we use to find products, and we're going to continue our search for them. But also, we got our postcard from Amazon with our code, so we can actually go to the next steps of opening up the Seller Central account. And it was a lot faster than we expected, Chris. See, what's today? Today's the 19th, and it said the expected delivery was going to be
23rd, I think.
23rd, yeah, like right here, the 23rd. So we got our postcard delivered faster than we expected. So we don't know what's going to happen now after this step. So we've got the code. I'm going to go ahead and enter that code now. Let's do this. Hopefully this works. Okay, so next steps. Let's see what happens. So this will be interesting once this is done to see what more they're going to need for verification. Already, just with that postcard, it's already been so much more thorough than when we did this a long time ago.
Oh, for sure.
For ourselves, which I think while we're waiting on this is a good sign. I mean, the more Amazon can do to keep out, the black hat people, the better. Okay. We have received your information and may reach out to you for further clarification within 2 business days. All right.
What's that say over there? It says, what can I do while I'm being verified? What's that say?
Okay. Well, let's just go through all these really quick. Why is verification needed in order to keep our marketplace protected? Okay, we understand that. Yep, that's great. We're glad they're doing it. How will I know that I have been verified? We will email you. Okay. While you wait for verification, have a look at the success stories in selling globally with Amazon. Click here.
Okay.
Well, this is just more proof that if you're looking to get started selling on Amazon, go ahead and get started signing up your Seller Central account, because it's going to take a lot longer than you think. We started this over a week ago.
Yeah. And
we're still not in. So yeah, make sure you get started. All right. Well, now what we're going to do instead of Amazon's suggestion is we're going to actually go ahead and do some product research. So let's go ahead. Chris, why don't you take my screen off, and why don't you pull your screen up, and we will jump in to some more product research.
Hey, what's going on? We're going to pop in here real quick. We hope you're enjoying content like this. And if you are enjoying content like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time we go live. Dustin and I go live almost every day on a podcast we host called 2 Amazon Sellers on a Microphone. So hit that button. You'll be notified when we go live, and you'll be able to ask questions, and we'll answer them on the podcast for you live. So keep watching, and we got more content for you.
Yeah, we did a little bit of product research on the last video. That was sort of just to get your mind in the right mindset going around on Amazon. Last time we were looking at some of the different bestseller options and new releases and all that, where you can look at some of the products that are being sold on Amazon. And that really can just get you in the mindset of how many different products there are that you can sell.
So many.
And we also showed you our spreadsheet that we were going to be using. We're going to pull that up now, and then we are going to really dive into all the different things we're looking for to sort of validate on our end whether or not we think this is a good product option to go with. So we've got the sheet pulled up now, and this is sort of the spreadsheet. Chris, why don't, just to start off with, let's talk about all the different things that we're going to validate for each product. And let's talk about sort of why that's important for each one of these.
Well, we got these different columns that we've added, or that I kind of my standard or our standard that we're going to go through to kind of help us pick a product. So these are all things that we're just kind of making sure that it fits within that parameter. So the one I really focus on first, like the one that's really easy to do and check box and go on to the next phase, is if you're doing product research and there's 3 or more ASINs that have 1,000 reviews or more on the first page, then that's an immediate move on to the next product. So that's my like first one I usually go to. I probably should move it up here on column G, but it's in this here so far. But and if 3 more ASINs have more than 1,000 reviews, you simply just select the option. So if it says no, the box turns green, meaning like, okay, move on to the next phase. But if there are more than 1,000 reviews on the first page, and there's more than 3 ASINs, and yes, that's your immediate like stop, don't go any further, move on to the next product that you're going through. So this is just a quick sheet that we created just to kind of go through here and give you like the type or the product life cycle. So once they meet this section, RFQ submitted. That's when you find a supplier, you submit the order, the first order. We have a section here that says Alibaba or AliExpress test order. Maybe we want to do a test order on a product first. Samples order, samples approved, deposit placed, keyword research completed, and then listing created. These can be, you can change these any way you want. We might add more actually going through this together.
For sure.
So this is just a quick little setup we have here.
The product validation part, though, let's talk about those 3 green columns. I mean, not 3. There's 6 of them there that we want to. If we don't meet these, then we're not even going to move on to the ordering samples or whatever. But let's talk about that first one. The margin is more than 30%. So what we're looking for, and we're going to show you the tools that we use to calculate sort of product cost and FBA fees, etc. But if it doesn't look like there's a profit margin of 30% or more, we don't want to source that product.
Yeah.
We don't move on. And then the same thing goes with ROI of 150%. That's sort of an inverse of the margin. But you can talk more. We want to make sure that we're going to get at least 150% return on our investment, which we're going to do some calculations of it. So we'll be able to check these off. And then talk about the next one, Chris.
Yeah, so this is 5 ASINs that have less than 100 reviews, but are making more than 5,000 a month in revenue.
Yep.
So we look through that. We use tools to determine that. If there's 5 ASINs that have less than 100 reviews that are making $5,000 or more, we put a yes there.
Well, why don't you, before you go on, why would that be important for somebody? Just so we can go walk through this. Exactly.
Yeah, it's depth. It's showing that there's depth in the market and not just one ASIN is getting all the sales. It shows that all the way down, there's at least 5 products on page 1 that are at least making 5,000 or more in revenue that have less than 100 reviews. That gives us a good entry. Like, okay, we can at least get in there. We can get some reviews here, and we can make more than $5,000 a month.
Yeah. If you don't see that, if you see where there's one product doing all the revenue and the rest aren't, there's usually a reason. They have a patent on it. They're a well-established brand. Yeah. So those are really important. Now, the other one that you have there is you've got 5 ASINs with less than 300 reviews making 10,000 or more. And this is just an extension on the depth.
Yeah, this is just going to the next step, just adding more and more and more. Just seeing yes or no, yes or no. Now, you can make these to whatever you want to do. These are just things that I've learned over the years, I've used in the past, just things that we're just going to continue to test out with this video series that we're doing. But the main one I do, like if it doesn't meet this one, column I, if it doesn't meet this one, then I don't even go on to the next step.
Right.
So that's a good one there. And then the last one is you want to make sure there's a lot of search variations there, not just a couple keywords that get all the volume. So this one is at least 10 keywords with an estimated search volume of 2,000 searches a month this is equivalent to a search frequency rank. Like if you have brain registry SFR, this is equivalent to about 100,000. So 100,000 SFR is equivalent to about 2,000 estimated search volume. We'll talk a little bit more about what SFR is as we set this account. But to make it easy, at least 10 keywords with an estimated search volume of 2,000 searches or more a month.
Mhm.
Now, if you find 9, like you can kind of, not manipulate, but like if you find 9, that's still pretty good. I would use this as a setting point. If there's only 2, then no, go into a different product. There's not enough demand there. There's not enough search demand. So these are just good things that kind of help you go on before you actually submit for a sample.
Excellent. All right. Well, do you want to go ahead and try to validate these 2 products real quick?
Sure.
Well, let's do it. Let's go through the checkbox on these 2 that we've got, and then we're going to start using some tools like Helium 10 to find new potential products.
Okay. So I'm going to copy the main keyword. I'm going to go over to Amazon, and we're going to type it in here.
All right. So let's go ahead and do the review one right off the bat. Let's see if we've got how many of these products have
3 or more ASINs with 1,000 reviews. So let's go see what Amazon shows us. So if we find 3 or more, we are out. 1, 2, 3.
Is that the same though?
That looks different. Let's just call that. Let's just stick with 2.
There's 3.
3. Okay.
I think that's a yes. There's more. Don't you?
Do you think it is? There's more than 1,000?
More than 3.
You think so?
Or there was 3 exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 3 or more. See, I would say it's a no. I mean, I know there's not more than 3.
Okay, let's do that. Let's make that our benchmark. There was
not more. There's 3, but there's not. I mean, this is kind of thing you can get.
Yeah,
you can get kind of.
It's right on it, so let's just keep it in there as an option, because I did see a bunch of other ones that looked like they were making sales that had low reviews too.
And there's some that are close. Like there's this one that was 984.
The other thing potentially is you could differentiate in here. See, like the one, if you look at that one right there with 1,000 reviews, that is very different looking. There's a lot of greenery in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That looks like that's different flowers. So maybe there's something to the type of flower as well that you're selling. That if we really wanted to do something like this, we could really investigate more. What is this audience looking for?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of flowers? Because these all look to be, some are the same, but some are very different.
Something that I would think that we should add is average price on product page. When we looked at this a few days ago, the product prices were pretty higher. Like they were like 15, 16. But it looks like over the few days, these are starting to get low, like $11.99, $13.99, $13.99. These are starting to get really low, $7, $13, $7. Some here are still 25, but if this is going to be a niche that you're going to go after, you're going to have to figure out a way to make it a higher end or $15. It's going to be difficult to run ads on these and launch these when the price is so low. So you can add a column for price maybe.
Yep.
I don't know what we would call it. We'll have to think about that, but we could add a column for price. So let's just go on to the next one. Okay. 5 ASINs, less than 100 reviews, making 5,000 in revenue. So let's just go up here. Let's hit our black box. Let's hit our Helium 10.
Mm-hmm.
And we need 5 ASINs, making $5K, less than 100 reviews.
Let's see where we are. And that 5K, by the way, is monthly. 5K a month, which is what it's showing right there in the revenue column, is the sales for the last 30 days estimated.
So let's go to revenue. And I think it's safe to say, where's my ratings? Okay, so not under 100. So we got one here at 84.
Yep.
We got one
Another
here
one, 60.
60. We got
30.
one here. We got one here that's close.
Another one right below it that's close.
And that's close. How many is that?
That's more than 5. And there's another one right below that one that's got 93 reviews. So
it's close. So again, like they're close enough. If you're a real stickler and you don't want to use it, you can say no. But I'm going to go ahead and say yes because it's close. It's getting close to it.
Yeah, I for sure saw that. Yeah. Now let's look at this one. Less than 300 reviews,
making 10. Okay, so let's go back up. Less than 300. 1. I think that's the same product. 2.
3.
4. 5. 6. 7. Just for good measure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we're making this work so far. At least 10 keywords with an estimated search volume of 2,000 a month. So let's go over here. Let's find the best seller, which is this one. Or this one, excuse me, this one. And let's go see how many keywords this product shows up for that have a search volume of more than 2,000. I'm going to use Helium-10's reverse ASIN search. So when that pops up here, I'm going to simply just click on this keyword section right here.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to take me over to Helium-10, take me to the Cerebro tool.
Now we're going to find all the keywords that this product is ranking for.
And again, we need at least 10. Okay, so we're going to come down here. Search volume, minimum of 2,000. And I'm going to click apply.
There's certainly more filters we could do, but this is just to get us to the first step of validation.
I want to make sure this product actually ranks for keywords. So I'm going to put a minimum of 1 here. Now we're down to 71. Let's search this. Okay, so a lot of random stuff, resin molds, dry flat resin supplies, scrapbooking supplies. But there's still a lot of demand, like a lot of different keywords that you can go after.
For sure.
If you were going to launch this product, you can see there's a lot of different stuff. You get scrapbooking stickers, paper flowers, edible, even though you probably don't want to eat it, but either way, you could see there's a lot of different keywords to go after. I don't know what bug vacuum is, but it ranks 248 for it.
Way down there, but it ranks. But even
what the heck? Now we're going to figure out what this product is.
It's a bug vacuum. Why in the heck?
Let's go look real quick while this got our. We need 3 or more ASINs under 1,000. So I guess those are 2. That's not the right editorial.
No.
Maybe that's 3. That's a spider. This is a vacuum. It dies off pretty quick.
Yeah, and actually, boy, you don't even see that many of those.
This is going to come on our list just as a product idea. So we'll just see what it is. I never saw that before.
No, but that
bug vacuum, where'd it go?
There was, just by looking at that page, there was clearly a lot less competition.
Yeah, there's only 1, 2, 3, maybe. They all look different. These 3 look completely different.
Yeah, one looks like for a kid.
This is the wrong editorial. These are vacuums. These are not bug vacuums. So this is the wrong editorial. and then that kind of dies off from there. Kind of random stuff. This one seems to be doing all right. It just, oh my gosh, see, you can just go down a rabbit hole.
See how
this
many
comes with the cage.
Let's see how many of those sell.
19 ratings. Let's see when it came live. Find out right here. Got to be fairly new. A month ago. Came live and then just started selling. Let's get some estimated volume here.
Being so new, we'll see how this looks.
40 grand. Just started. Sells about 1,200 units a month so far. 7,000 searches. Now the tricky part is probably this is very seasonal. But shoot, you could sell these starting in March and sell them all the way till October, November. That's pretty good sales cycle. And I like the price, $34.99. We're going to add it to the list. I think it's going to get probably not validated on the keyword side. I don't think there's going to be at least 10 keywords, but I'm going to still add it to the list just to look at it.
Yeah.
But for this product, I think, yes, there's a lot of demand.
Correct.
Let's go back. A lot of demand. Different stuff that you can go after. So far it's meeting the demand. Now we got to figure out what our price is going to be. And we got to figure out ROI. We'll have to do that, and you kind of get those numbers in there first. Mm-hmm. But for now, and let me make sure I copy this so I don't forget it.
And we can do that when we start looking at Alibaba and getting an idea of what these things might cost, et cetera, later on. We've got at least those things validated. We'll validate the margins and the ROI later on these. I think next, why don't we sort of using our criteria here, we can inside of Helium-10, we can actually find a whole list of new products right now, and let's show people how we can do that.
Yeah, well, just right away, this bug vacuum was one.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll show you how to use. Let's do this real quick. I just want to get these in here. Insert link, and I'm sure there's people watching me use this, thinking like, "Man, there's a quicker way." But
that's right. We're not making a video on the best ways to use Excel or Google Docs.
Just put it in the comments. I'm sure I'm going to get blown up for dude, learn how to use a computer. Okay,
it's
so
fun,
we just added that.
I remember. This is what I do. I'll wake up and just go sit in my office and just look through products and start validating them because it's a blast. It's really interesting to do. So let's go inside Helium-10 and let's just start from scratch and do a search. I'll let you lead it here, Chris.
Yeah, so I'm a big fan, and I like the keyword section right here. Mm-hmm. Rather than just look at random products, I want to see what's getting searched, and I want to see what has a lot of searches for it, and just kind of come up with random ideas.
Correct.
So minimum search volume is going to be 2,000 because that's where we're at the beginning. We want at least 2,000 searches. Okay, so this is where I would probably put in a minimum price because I don't want to source cheap products, and I should probably add that to this list again. 25, maybe 20. I don't know, Dustin. What do you think?
Let's go with 20 for now. Let's just see what happens.
And let's keep a max 50.
Yeah.
Just to start out, keep it within that. Now, review count. This is the average number of views for the top search term. So, review count. We don't want more than. You know what? I'm going to leave it. Actually, I'm going to leave it just like this. Leave it open. Okay, so 2,000 minimum revenue. Let's put 5,000.
I think so. And
$20.
Later on, you can always refine this, like with the review count, the review rating. Like if you want to try to find, sometimes I'll do this and I'll do a max, review rating of 3.5, just to find out products that for whatever reason are getting bad reviews and how could you come in and make those better?
Yep.
There's lots of different opportunities there.
Yep. And now in the advanced section, number of sellers. I just want one. I don't want to get, big branded items. And on the variation count, I just want one. I'm going to keep it super simple because we're going to find some products. Now, we're probably going to miss some too that have variations, but
Right.
finding the new product, we just want to keep one product, one variation, one seller. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, and the seller is important, number of sellers, because a lot of products on Amazon have multiple sellers. Like if it's like you said, like if it's Nike shoes, there could be hundreds or thousands of people selling those on the same listing, which usually means it's not something that you can source and sell. So number of sellers, one, that's great.
Monthly sales units, minimum 300. At least sell 10 a day.
Right.
Shipping tier, I want small, and I'll even probably go large. But other than that, I don't want none of these.
Nothing in the oversize.
No oversize. Okay. Fulfillment. I just want to see FBA products. I don't want to see Amazon products or FBM. Age, don't care. Competing products, not yet. None of this, none of this. Now I'm going to skip over all these. Now, I didn't select any categories either. I just left it empty.
I think that's the best.
We're going to get a lot back. So let's just hit search. 200 plus products found. There's a ton. So what I want to do is first I want to sort by monthly sales. Actually, let's do revenues too. Okay, minimum 5. Start going through here.
Gravy separator.
Gravy separator.
I mean, let's go find out what this is. It's basically a strainer, huh? That seems like it's well, right off the bat, I'm seeing tons of reviews, tons of over 1,000 reviews.
But I would have never known this product was out there.
No.
Gravy separator. Interesting.
Yeah, and the other concern here is a lot of those are super cheap.
Yeah.
So the one that it pulled up, I mean, I see it was $12.
But it kind of dies real quick. Look at these sales ranks: 250, 130, 418.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the ones that are selling are like right up in here. These are the ones that are all selling right here.
Yeah. Interesting. And they're $9.99. All right, let's move on.
So interesting.
Miraculous Ladybug Miraculouses.
Okay, so I should have probably narrowed it down. This is in clothing. I don't want to do anything in clothing. So I'm going to go back here and let's just select some. Arts, automotive, baby, beauty. People are probably going to yell at me. Don't pick beauty, but let's keep picking. No electronics, no grocery, no handmade. This.
Yep.
Patio. This, and this.
Perfect.
That's all I want. Let's do it again.
There's our gravy separator. Ooh, medieval decor.
We got a lot back, but now I kind of want to change the search volume like to 4,000 and maybe the monthly revenue to 10 grand and see what else we can find. So 4, 10.
Yeah, let's do it.
And let's keep going. Okay. Getting somewhere.
Solar wind chimes.
What's this say? So 429. Is this the number of reviews? That's the average number of reviews. I'm guessing that's what that means, or no?
It doesn't. Well, now that I see these numbers,
Okay.
that's got to be the average number of reviews.
Okay, so let's figure out that average. Where's the review? Review count. So
Go over that question mark on review count. That's the number of reviews, average number of reviews for the top product. Okay. Let's put the max at like 500.
Yep.
Okay.
The guys at Helium 10 are probably just laughing at us.
I know. But this is fun. I mean, the way you can play around with it. I really don't. There's a science to it for sure, finding the right products, but it's a matter of just manipulating these numbers to find what's going to work for you.
Mm-hmm.
So that solar wind chime still came up. Let's take a look at that. Let's just see what the heck that is. Wind chimes don't need energy, so I'm a little confused about what the solar part is.
It's got lights in it.
Solar wind chimes, changing color, waterproof.
Daytime, nighttime.
Huh. That is interesting. I mean, I guess they're pretty popular.
And this would be a product people would probably buy more than one of, or as a gift.
Right. Well, they've had a good trend on their BSR. It's going in the right direction.
Yep. Started out first of the year, a little slow. Now it's getting warmer out. People are going to start buying these. This will be a great product all year. It'll be a good product. People probably start buying them here shortly as it gets warmer out, and then they'll probably give them as a gift. But there's probably a lot. Man, there's still a lot of opportunity. Let's see here.
Again, this is a product where you can differentiate. I mean, some of these. I mean, we'd probably want to design our own style for this, because a lot of these are. I wouldn't put them at my house. Let's put it that way.
You don't want these in the backyard?
Some of them, man, they look completely different during the day. Some of those, then they really get festive as the night comes. Well, let's just do a quick validation. Are we seeing any of these that are over? How many are over 1,000? Because honestly, it doesn't matter if I would put it in my yard. It matters, are there people that will? Because if there are, we want to sell them. So let's take a look here and see where we are. All right. So we are looking at these solar wind chimes. We're going to see real quick if there's more than 3 that have over 1,000 reviews. See if we need to move on or if we're good.
This is something I could do this all day. It's just fun looking at products. 10, I kind of set up my settings. 6 of the top 10 products have a revenue of over 10,000, because that's kind of what I was looking for on the street here.
Right.
5 out of 10. And then this one is 6 of the top 10 products have under 3 reviews. So I'm kind of using this as my way of quickly looking at it.
Yep.
But let's go look over here on the review count.
Okay, I see 1. I see lots.
There you go. So
all right.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Moving along.
Back to black box.
Okay, so wooden trays.
Is it wooden egg tray, you think?
Yes, that was all the Helium 10 project. Wooden egg trays.
Wooden egg trays. It should say egg. Wooden egg trays.
That's hilarious. Let's just see what comes up. What are those? Is it just like cutting boards? Or just trays?
Just like decorative trays.
Oh, like a little bed and breakfast.
So we got
Trend.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Let's move on.
4. Yeah. This
These seem like they could be big, bulky, and heavy too.
don't want to play around with this.
No.
Plastic containers for organizing. Let's just go even further. Let's just make this say 15. Get us really going.
Baby milestone blanket.
Let's change this to 250. Okay, 69 phrases. So we're got close.
Okay. Or Bees gun. Is that a brand name?
What is this?
I don't even see the word.
Here's that.
Okay, so that's a brand name. But I don't even see an Orbeez gun. Do you? Do you see the brand name?
No. Mm-mm. But I don't want to play around with this.
No, for a lot of reasons.
Yeah. Auto toothbrush.
I don't want. No, is that electronic? No.
Electronic. No. Gas mask. Gosh.
Wow. That's got to be gated. Wouldn't you think?
Something. But I can't imagine making a brand around gas mask or selling gas mask.
Yeah, next. Wow. So interesting though. I mean, those were selling.
There's that lockpick set. Remember that? Let's go see what's going on with that again.
Yeah. This came back from our Fiverr gig that we did for a podcast.
Uh-huh. Something still doesn't seem right.
So we did a podcast episode where we got a Fiverr gig for product research, where they came back with products that they thought would be good to sell. And this was one of them. And it's a lock pick for like learning how to
pick locks.
It's like a set, like I don't know if it's for like magicians or wannabe thieves or.
But what we saw, and that podcast is a good one to listen to, is that word is not in the title. Lockpick set is not in the title.
Yes.
So these sellers are using it differently to get the product listed. Multifunctional use, training toolkit. Like you won't see the word lockpick set in a phrase on these.
Correct.
It's separated out. So I think that's why. So I still wouldn't play around with this because I think you'll get it listed and then all of a sudden it would be taken down or something.
Exactly.
There's a reason. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna play that.
Next
graduation, decorations, no thanks, summer wreaths.
Well, the word summer automatically bothers me because that's just 1/4 of the year.
It's kind of different.
Corrugated mailer boxes. Interesting. What is that? Oh, corrugated.
Boxes.
Yeah. Cardboard. Gotcha. Well, whatever you buy on Amazon, you're going to get one of these.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come shipped in it. Interesting. Yeah, that would be like a B2B type buyer. What was that?
Let's go do this again. I'm gonna start at a high to low. Duh. Remember that one?
Unbelievable. That was the other one that we got back from this. Weighted hula hoops. But that's an interesting search term.
Hula hoops for adult weight loss.
Is there some workout program going on right now that's like hula hoop your way to being skinny? I don't know. I still can't figure out some of these hula hoops. They look, I mean, I get the normal circle ones, but what are those ones that are like super thick?
These,
Is that a weight that slings around?
yeah.
Go to one of these and see if they have a video. I've got to see this in action. Oh my gosh, there's an actual weight. Interesting. So it slings around. I bet that is a workout.
Yeah.
You got a weight just flying around you. All right, forget it. We'll move on to the next one. We've already looked through that one anyway. Sports cards. That's pretty broad.
Mm-hmm.
But they are making a comeback.
Gosh, weighted hoop. It's all over the place.
Filled Easter eggs. No, that's too seasonal. Oh my gosh, Pop It set. It's funny how the same stuff. That's another one that we got. It's like an endless. What do you call it? Those popper when you pop the
Bubble popper.
bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap.
Interesting. Okay, so that. Humanized. Okay, look at this. Well, we can go back to that listing later on, but who wrote that?
I have no idea, but they're priced, $60.
There is a wide margin in pricing, which can be a positive. It means you can come in at different price points. They're not all low priced.
Just not feeling it. I want to sell that.
Do you see any of those that are over 1,000 reviews?
No, it would definitely meet the criteria for that. And the demand seems like there's a lot different search volume, like weight hula hoop. There's another one, weighted hoop for adults, weighted hula hoop. A lot of different term hula hoop for adult weight loss. So I could see like this is definitely picking up. This one just launched, looks like. No reviews, sells 20,000 BSR, 15,000 BSR. Like these are slowly getting saturated already.
Yep. Agreed. Just eyeballing that one is tricky.
Fidget pack.
Interesting. So this might be combinations of fidget toys.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this. This has some intrigue. Well,
jeez Louise, look at that.
10,000 reviews.
Number 3 in toys.
Unbelievable. But you get 2 Rubik's Cubes.
That's a lot of stuff.
That is a lot of stuff. Interesting. There also seems to be a lot of different keywords you could go on with these. But yes, every one of these is over 1,000 reviews on those first couple of lines.
We need something different. What's this? It's a brand?
That might be a specific game.
Okay.
Yeah. McLaren. that hoop trainer's got to be the same thing that was on the hydrant.
Mm-hmm. What's this?
I don't even know what that is. Do you?
Mm-mm.
I mean, it's obviously for
decor. Just random stuff.
That is. I wonder where that grows. Like maybe that could be a totally different type of product to source.
I don't know. Just random stuff. That's the kind of stuff I like. Is like the stuff you'll never.
Dried pampas grass.
Never even heard of that.
What is that?
Front door sign, lashes. Just the same thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
It is. Pampas grass. Doesn't tell where. It's native to South America. Interesting.
Huh.
So that would be a completely different sourcing way than we're used to, that we've done before. Interesting. But yeah, let's keep it on there because I want to go through the process of that.
Tomato planter.
That's seasonal, way too seasonal. Pampas. Sensation. Did you see that Wigs one? Where was that? Scroll back down to wherever you were. Is that supposed to say sensational? But it's wildly misspelled?
Looks like a brand name.
Ah. If it's a brand name, then
Yeah.
forget it. Interesting.
Okay, let's just keep going. Let's do word count, minimum 3. Let's bring this down to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back over here to 2. Let's fire this down to 200. And let's sort by revenue. So let's exclude pieces here. Exclude. Hula.
Yep.
Easter.
Good. There's that toy set again. N95 mask. I cannot believe that's the first time we've seen that.
I know.
Oh, look at that. That guy snuck it in with spelling hula differently.
Hula.
Oh, man. Spring door wreath. That's going to have to do a hard pass on the San Francisco Giants hat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
The New York Mets hat. Can't do that.
Gel ball blaster. What is this?
Toys and games. This looks interesting. That looks like almost the same gun we were just looking at before. Doesn't it? Maybe not.
Oh, it definitely looks like it.
So that shoots eco-friendly gel balls. So maybe that's like paintball gun for that doesn't hurt as bad and it doesn't mess everything up.
Kid means business.
Yeah. Safety blaster. Well, I can tell you right now, a positive to selling something like this. I don't know. This would have to be something you'd have to see if it's patented or not.
Yeah.
But boy, you could get a bunch of repeat orders on the gel balls. That just started. Let's do a quick validation of this. This is interesting. Let's see how many of these have, if they meet the review requirements at least. Because I know my kids would love this.
Yeah.
I would be getting shot all day. If I get one of these, the next video just me being shot while I'm trying to work. Oh my gosh. Well, almost $1 million in revenue from this category.
That's a guy like that.
Average review counts 526. So let's see if there are more than
That's a Nerf gun. That's a Nerf gun. That's a toilet paper launcher. That looks kind of fun.
yeah.
That's not the toy. That's not the toy. That's different. That's not it.
Interesting.
I feel like it would be okay. There's one.
It's got 311.
10 out of 10 products have under 300 reviews. So that's good.
And
10
that
out of the
includes,
top 10 have 300. Yeah.
and that includes the Nerf guns too.
Whatever's on page, whatever's organically.
Oh, so Nerf's not on the top 10. That's why Nerf was getting ranked. Okay.
So let's go back there. And 5 of the top 10 have revenue of 10,000. Probably could change that.
I would like to explore this a little bit more.
Let's put it in the list.
Yeah, I don't know if somebody's got the market on this, if there's, if that's, like I said, this could be patented. I don't know, but that's certainly interesting.
Well, it's worth looking at. Might as well at least.
Yeah, and what I like is sometimes when you see products that sell like that, but it's not even all the way through page 1 before you start getting to totally different products. That's pretty good. I mean, that's low saturation, that's for sure. Now that could be for a reason. It could be because nobody else can sell these because they are patented. Yeah. But I think we should explore. All right, let's try to add one more to the list for today. Let's see if we can find one more good one.
You know that sounds like a good idea.
We will definitely stay away from all adult products. Been a lot of tomato cages, but it's obviously getting ready to be planting season.
Ooh, this looks like a lot of fun.
Let's take a look at it. So just a bunch of slip and slides. Okay, this is going to be very seasonal, but it's also a great gift, at least for warm weather states.
To see how the market looks like. This one sells 16 feet long. I think could be other toys we could add to this.
There's lots we could do. Number one, we could make a listing that would blow this one out of the water.
So look, sell, dies off a little bit, a lot of it.
Yeah, now it's coming back to life. Very seasonal. Okay, let's take a look at quick validation on this. There's a lot you can do to make these cool. These all look to be kind of the same colors. We can definitely change colors, change design, do some different things on here that would make this really neat. Check the reviews.
9 out of the top 10 have under 300 reviews. 7 out of the top 10 have a revenue of over 10,000. So that right there is good. I like that.
Yeah. I like the ability that in a category like this, I really think that design and look are the differentiators. I mean, if someone's looking for a water slide, they're going to buy the one that's the coolest or most relevant to whatever they're doing it for, And we could certainly make it better than just yellow and blue.
So this has got 1, 2, 3, 4. It does get there.
Yeah.
But it seems like you could do a lot with this. And it's seasonal. If this was January,
yeah,
probably all over it.
Yeah, that's the biggest knock to it is seasonality. And yeah, it barely goes over that review one, which is too bad. But interesting. Is this a game?
Okay.
And you're just buying a box for it?
I don't have any idea. Commander deck box. I'll leave the tab open, but I'm going to keep looking.
Yeah.
Splatter ball gun?
We'll see if that's similar. The
Looks
same
like it.
thing. Okay. Let's just take a look. If this is a whole nother keyword, it appears
These are all like little balls, foam balls.
foam balls. But look at the one at the top. Was that an ad? That was our product that we were looking at earlier.
No, this is not an ad.
Gel blaster. And then see $59. Interesting. Hit the back button because the one thing I wanted to see is there was a packet of just the gel, the third one. Okay, look at that. That's a repeat buyer right there.
Mm-hmm.
What's that brand? What's that say? Gellets?
Mm-hmm.
Go to their store.
Oh my gosh, so many.
That is so many. This is what we're going to have to research, is this brand. And do they own more? Do they own a patent or anything like that on this?
It looks like fun.
It looks like a blast. This would be fun just in terms of the videos we could create.
I mean, these things are flying.
For that product. All right. Well, why don't we leave it at that for today, Chris? We'll come back to, because that gel gun blaster is everywhere. We got to do more research on that. So let's do that. Leave it there. Tomorrow we'll maybe go to Alibaba, start finding out what some of these are going to cost. We're going to add a bunch to these this spreadsheet. We've got time. Our Seller Central account's not even validated yet, so we're just going to keep doing more and more and more product research. But that's today. You guys, you saw a little bit more insight into just some of the metrics we're looking at, sort of to validate our product research. It's a ton of fun. It's a blast doing this, and we'll be doing it a lot more. But all right. Well, everyone, thanks for joining us today. We'll see you again on the next video.